Christopher Thomas Neptune, and I am a virtual reality enthusiast and developer. Well, the reason I became a developer is because right now VR is it's a brand new medium. Everyone's trying to figure everything out. It is the wild west of content, and being able to create content in forms that no one has ever seen before is exciting for me, and that's the main reason why I've chose to do this, because it's something that I've never done before, and I love just challenging myself and finding ways to create content that other people can enjoy. The first thing I made was a recreation of the roost from Animal Crossing. It was somewhere that I really wanted to visit, in real life, and because I really liked the atmosphere and the calm piano music, and I wanted to actually be there because Animal Crossing was such a huge part of my life in middle school. And it wasn't until recently that I got in contact with a local escape room business, A-Escape, who they were gracious enough to allow me to work with them to take it to a whole new level and make escape rooms in VR based on their escape room designs. And so I currently now work with A-Escape to create virtual reality escape room games. What separates VR from other forms of immersive content is that you really do feel like you're there. It's not just you're looking through a cube, a window about that big. You're actually there, sitting on the front lines of, you're sitting right there in the middle of the ocean. You're sitting, in this fantasy world, and it's just, it surpasses every other form of immersive content before it. For virtual reality, it's hard to distinguish yourself and stand out. The general game design principles and techniques that apply to traditional 2D games don't really apply the same way towards virtual reality games. Because, for instance, usually, when you have like a health bar or something, you would see it on a screen. But in virtual reality, you can't really do that because it breaks immersion. You have to account for things like players just walking through a wall. If you have a locked door, what purpose does it serve if if someone just walks through it, and which is very possible and happens. There are a different set of challenges. They're different, but they're not any different than the typical game design challenges. You just have to sit down with it, play around with it, see what works, what doesn't, and pick out the things that do work and polish that to a near sheen.